if you ask me, I feel like this Operation Dudula is like a xenophobic movement.
Why should I be complaining that you are taking my women?
Or maybe this is an undertone.
Why you know
maybe this is an undertone. South Africans, I feel like our men are doing so well.
Taking it in that South Africans history and story, South Africans should come back. Okay, I be South Africa, I get my money, I go outside to go get exposure, knowledge, and I'm not getting it at home, and I'm okay there. Yeah. Come back to do what? Now you give me the money.
If Nigeria just raise a point to tell you go back to your country. Okay, now let's be like everybody go back to your country. South Africans to your country.
We are just going out to get.
Even South Africans in Nigeria, they are holding positions of big companies.
Yes.
Why is the hate on Nigeria so intense?
That's why I say they are lazy.
From Ghana to South Africa, to other, and we call ourselves Africans. We are one.
Foreigners have a say if they are doing the right thing and they are investing to the growth and development of your country.
VDM stopping only Dangote trucks.
Yes.
He has a reason for doing that.
Okay.
And he stated his reason. But these guys are too young to ply the road.
And I feel like this tragedy is usually directed mostly to students.
Yeah.
Or, fresh graduates. Why is this so? It's VDM. Recently, he did road breakers at Auchi. And some people are still against him.
One day they hit one. I was still in school. They stopped the bus. They waylaid the bus, stopped the bus, burnt the bus down. Then those people, the company, what they did, they brought soldiers. I remember there was a time he took many youths or many underage guys who just were about to enter school. He took them abroad, plus Indians, to train them.
Same Dangote company.
Yes, this refinery, to train them. So why shouldn't the same thing be applicable to these drivers?
When these road officials, when they see them, they don't stop them. You don't know a truck that is faulty. The problem lies with these road officials as well, because we are not talking about them enough. A just society is the one that values its citizens equally without discrimination. Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode on LYTE Africa Podcast, where we bring to you informative, entertaining and interesting gist, topics and, discussions to deliberate upon. I am your host for today, Doinke Posh. And as you all know, with me on the show as usual is always, I call him my right-hand man. Yes, my right-hand man. The extraordinary Emmanuel.
Yeah, what's up,
Emmanuel, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing great.
It's obvious. Let me just put it like that. It's very, very obvious.
Yeah, thank you.
So, what's up today? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm excited. The week has been good so far.
Okay.
My team won actually, up Chelsea. So we're doing well.
So after the show, there should be something for us now.
Maybe. Let's see how it goes.
All right. So are you ready for today's topic? Because I am ready.
I am fully ready. In fact, we are going top notch today. Yeah, so I'm fully ready for today's show.
All right. So we are not alone on the show. We are not alone. We have our guest here, in person of Mr. Chinonso Tobechi, and he's he works as a customer support representative. Hello, Mr. Chinonso.
Hello.
And welcome. We are glad to have you here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Okay, so are you ready for us today?
I'll do my best. I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready for us. You're ready to give us, everything you have inside of you. Just unleash.
Well, I'm ready. Thank you for having me.
All right.
And, yes, I also would want to learn.
Okay.
So I'm ready.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you too.
Yes.
Sir.
Well, I started with a little bit of quotes today. We are looking at a major happening in our society. Something that has been very, very disturbing, and that's why we are here with our guest, to shed more light on this, to enlighten people about this. I'll call it a major occurrence, and it's totally affecting a lot of people. In fact, some people have been coming out to talk about it, and there are some people up till now, they've not been able to express themselves or talk about it, because one way or the other it has, affected a lot of families and lives and, all sorts of things. What are we talking about? What is this issue that we are talking about. We're talking about, the damage. Emmanuel, should I say damage?
Yes,
Can I
damage,
the
destruction.
destruction, yes, that is being done, by the truck drivers we have in our country, especially, especially the ones that works for, the Dangote company, the almighty Dangote company, the
Yeah.
well-known Dangote company, the reputable Dangote company. Yes, that's what we are talking about today. Yes, and we'll be linking this to the activism of a well-known person, a well-known social media personality, in person of Vincent Martins Otse, as we popularly know him as VDM.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll be linking this to him. It's not news to us that he has been on this case. He has been talking about it. He has been on it. A lot of follow-ups, and also, aside that, we'll be linking this to the South, our South African brothers and sisters.
I wanted to say Charlie, but I just remember that that one is for
That's
Ghanaians.
Ghanaian. Yes, we're also coming for you guys too. I hope you're prepared for us today. So starting with this truck destruction, this damages that is caused by drivers. What do you think of it, Mr. Chinomso? What do you think of this happening?
Well, will I call it a damage? Because a school of thought will say that he's doing his business.
Okay.
Another school of thought will say that he's using them for rituals. So different school of thoughts. No, but what I would say is that what needs to be done well.
Yeah.
Because if he's employing drivers, he has to make sure that they are competent, they are professionals. But whereas you see drivers that are unskilled, drivers that are young, drivers that are maybe high, let me use that way.
That are not even fit to be on the road.
Exactly. And if in one way we relate it to the government, whereby we have government officials like road safety, we have let's put VI don't know if VI is around.
Yeah.
They are always on the road checkmating other drivers. But you see, when it comes to, let's say, Dangote truck, for instance, they give them this preferential treatment. Dangote, let this truck
They
pass.
can't do anything.
Because what would give me, let's imagine that I'm quite young, maybe I'm 16 years and I'm driving a truck, I'm putting someone's life in danger, and I don't have my license, I don't have everything. In one way, so as a layman, I'll relate to that the danger is more. It's more dangerous putting such people on the road.
Okay, you said giving a 16-year-old, truck to drive.
Yes.
Don't you see it like these people are also trying to earn a living? When a 16 years old goes to a company and be like, okay, I can operate this, I can do this. Don't you think they're also looking, for a way to survive?
I understand that
because
part.
sorry to cut you. A lot of people are saying, okay, the trucks are being handled by underage. You get people that are not up to age. That's why they're causing a lot of damages. Don't you think even if these trucks are being operated by people that are older, it's still going to be the same?
Well, it's talking about underage. Like in Nigeria of recent, they started making this law that if you are below 18, you can't ride jump.
Yeah.
So I feel the same rule should be applicable in other things. Why will I be underage and ply the road? There should be an age limit before you get your license. I'm not sure those people have their licenses. So now if it's someone that is older and you say he too can put such damage on the road, whereas those people, for you to be on the road, there are certain processes, there are certain discipline you will pass through to get that license.
Sure.
Yes. So, and again, you shouldn't be high. And again, why should truck drivers and maybe tankers go during the day? It's not something that we should allow them plying the road during the day.
During the day.
They should ply the road at night,
So,
where the roads are free.
But before we even go to them plying the road during the day,
Yeah.
I want to go back to what Doyinka said about we having young people. Don't we see it as Dangote empowering the young people? Like, let's not even say people below 18 now. Let's say people from the age of 19 or in their early 20s or people in their 20s. don't we see it as Dangote empowering the youth? Because we complain that there is unemployment in the country. Now we have somebody who is empowering the youth with these trucks, and we are still complaining that he's not doing enough.
Okay, empowering the youths. There should be a age bracket. There should be age bracket.
Exactly.
How you say, okay, this is a youth. Like that person now is supposed to be in school.
Okay.
He's supposed to be doing other skills. Okay, if he's a driver, he should not be on the road. He shouldn't be on the road. Okay, talking about the refinery. Let me divert.
Okay.
The refinery. Before he started this refinery,
Yeah.
I remember there was a time he took many youths or many underage guys who just were about to enter school. He took them abroad, plus Indians, to train them.
Same Dangote company.
Yes, this refinery, to train them.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not on the news. To train them after after so many years of training, and while he was building his refinery, and his
Okay.
refinery kicked up, I'm sure he now brought,
He
them,
brought
back.
them back.
So why shouldn't the same thing be applicable
So
to the
to
drivers?
these drivers.
So you are empowering the youth, but these guys are too young to ply the road. And so far if you want to get your license in anything, you should reach a certain age.
Why
Yeah.
would you even drive a
Yes.
truck without a license?
Okay. My in-law, my wife's younger brother,
Okay.
wants to take JAM, but he cannot apply for JAM because he's underage.
Okay.
And trying to apply for JAM with his mom's SIM card, it did not go because of the NIN. So now he has to wait till
Till
he
he-
gets to that certain age. So that means if there are rules laid down for us to get to a particular age before we do something, so I think it should be applicable to the drivers.
But
too.
I think there are rules now. Like you have to be 18 years and above
see,
to drive. Even
There are
just
definitely
usual
rules,
car, not to even talk of
but
trucks.
what I think is, this complaint, they are using their influence. Let me put it that way, because you know when these road officials, when they see them,
Yeah.
they don't stop them. I've seen it several times. They just let them go. You don't know a truck that is faulty. You don't know a truck, that is with a driver, a driver that is not in his right
Yeah,
senses. You get,
senses, yeah.
and you just see them on the road. So I think the problem should also be the problem lies with these road officials as well, because we are not
Yes.
talking about them enough.
So it means that we need to call them out. That's the
why-
FRS, the
that
Federal
is
Road
why
Safety
we are
Commission,
here.
and the VIO, right? The Vehicle
Exactly.
Inspection officers.
Yes.
So
Even
we
the
need to call
police
them
people.
out,
Even the police.
including the police.
Yes,
Emmanuel.
they too are on the road.
But are we not overstretching the police? Because I think their limits should be based on like securing lives and properties, not focusing on the road. Because we have FRS, we have VIO on the road.
Emmanuel, when
Don't
you
you see police on the road?
no, you're even talking
Collecting
about
bribes.
wait, you're even talking about
Yes.
securing lives and properties. This, accidents, don't they affect lives most?
Okay.
No,
That's
to
true.
be honest, we have to see it that way.
That's true.
They affect life. We've seen a lot of damages. And Mr. Chinom, so I want to ask you a question now. Talking about affecting lives, to my own understanding, I feel like this tragedy is usually directed mostly to students.
Yeah.
Mostly to students or fresh graduates. Why is this so?
Well, I wouldn't say it's mostly to students, because why it's just so funny. People are saying it's mostly students,
Yeah.
especially fresh graduates,
Okay.
and it's always at Auchi. That is just one area. What of other areas?
Well, I'm not in support of
Other-
only Auchi. It happens everywhere.
Yes, it happens everywhere, but I won't say it's mostly applicable to students, except we want to go that route of being diabolical. Maybe he's using them for something.
Is it not
fishy.
true?
But it
Isn't
might
that-
be
I don't
it might
know.
be based on data.
I don't know.
It might be based on data. Because more of these people, like I also try to follow up and do a little bit of research here and there. I've seen that though it affected other age grades,
Yeah.
but we have more of young people.
No, now.
But
It's just circumstances. I feel it's just circumstances, So I wouldn't say they are the wrong place at the wrong time, but it's just circumstances.
But don't you think these companies are not doing enough to caution their drivers?
Well, I know that Dangote should have an outsourcing company who is in charge of employing drivers,
Drivers.
seeing to other departments and the rest. So those are the ones that we should call to order.
Not Dangote.
Well, Dangote
Not
might
Dangote as a person.
is his company, yes,
Uh-huh.
but he has people who are in charge of those things.
You know, when you
I'm
own
not sure he knows who and who is driving his
I
truck.
don't agree with that.
I think I
His
agree.
company is multinational.
Yeah.
There's no way
So
it
he
won't.
cannot know everybody that is employed under
You
his
know,
radar.
there's no way we won't see these things on the news. There's no way. At least the news, news comprises of different types of news. We have soft news and we have hard news.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way you would see the name of your company on a headline and you would not be attracted to know why the name of your company is there. So you can't tell me Dangote does not know about these things that are happening.
Well, he can know, maybe he doesn't know, but I'm definitely sure that he knows or is aware. And that is where he can call his management to order.
Yeah.
Now, what is happening? Okay, the last incident that happened, or the second to the last, this finance, is it finance?
Finance
Yes,
sister.
yeah.
Yes.
I heard that his team came and took her out of the hospital, maybe to a better hospital. So that means his management are aware.
Well, that's
So
because
that means they are also aware of, they are also in charge of employing drivers. So they should see that they are employing drivers that are competent, not drivers that, okay, oh yeah, come, they find work, come. And again, I heard that most of all these drivers are even are overworked, and I'm sure they are underpaid.
Yes.
So like that means their management are in charge of all these things.
but if they are overworked and overpaid, they shouldn't take it out on innocent people. You have your company to to talk with,
Yeah,
to
lodge your
discuss, to
complaints.
You know,
So
when
why are you
sorry
causing
to
all
cut you
this?
short, when someone is overworked and let's say, okay, I'm coming today, maybe I was stressed, I've not slept well, and maybe they passed my bus stop.
Yeah.
Will I start blaming the driver? You get, maybe these drivers could be sleeping.
Sleeping while driving.
Yes, I've traveled from Warri to Onitsha, and the driver dozed.
We are cooked.
Wow.
I would
Yes,
say we
he
are
does
cooked
love.
in this country.
The
Wow.
driver dozed off. We had to wake him. He was
Why?
still-
And you
Why
still
driving?
and you still stayed in
Yeah.
the
Oh my
stayed in the
God.
bus.
God.
So what we started doing, I was the one that started it. I said, okay, let's make the driver have a conversation. We just started gisting the driver so to occupy him. And he too was like, he couldn't find maybe cola not to eat. So they're biting biro cover. And we're making him
Okay, stay
alert.
awake.
Yeah.
Yes. So most of these drivers may be high, and maybe that's when that highness is kicking in.
Imagine,
So I
Emmanuel,
wouldn't say
imagine,
they say they go and target students.
imagine going out and you are always having the fear of being, attacked by a trailer. Is it not?
Especially
is it not
Dangote truck.
crazy?
It feels like since it has been
Yes.
happening, I just feel like when I'm going out and I see Dangote truck coming out,
You run for your life.
I'm running for my life. I don't want to stay there.
Now let's should we move further now?
No,
Let's
I think we should
Okay.
still talk about the licensing issue because I think it's a major problem, not just for truck drivers, in different trades and professions that we have in Nigeria. Because why should you have people, some are licensed, but their license has expired.
expired.
Yeah.
So why do we have people who the government like
Are put in
employer
charge.
paying?
Yes.
They are in charge of it
To
and they are
monitor
not doing
stuff
their
like
work.
that.
What do you have to say in regards to this?
Well, that's where the government should bring up more supervisors to checkmate what is happening there.
Don't we have enough?
We
I
have
feel like
enough.
we have enough.
That is where you have more of this bribery and corruption. Like, we
Because
don't know
you
what to
see
do.
you see the way these officials go all out on private vehicle owners.
Yes.
They you would see
It's for
like
their own gain, their own personal gain. They go out on them on the road and
so
they
they
try to settle.
can't they can't
settle
gain
on the
anything
road,
from truck
not
drivers.
taking them to the office. Where they want park for the VIO place? Where they want park?
That's true.
But
How
they
many trucks when they park
See,
like
no,
that?
they are not just doing their job properly because
Exactly.
see when they caught the no, I saw a video of a driver that was caught. I think the Fina's sisters issue.
Yeah.
They took the truck to the police station. So tell me, where did they find that space where the truck was parked?
Okay, if today we are all VIO officials, like we are on the road, we catch truck A, catch truck B, catch truck C. Where you want park all of them? That's just
true.
one truck.
That's
But
true.
it shouldn't stop them. To be honest,
Exactly.
it shouldn't
That's what I
stop
say.
them.
That's where transparency and accountability comes
Comes in.
Okay, I remember back then when Fashola was the governor of Lagos State.
Yeah.
I heard that he used to disguise himself Go to the hospitals
Serious. Okay.
to checkmate them, because that time there was a lot of cases of report that many people are dying, neglect in the
Yeah.
hospital and the
Hospital.
rest.
Yeah.
So he used to go, disguise himself, go to the hospitals, and they sat up. Yes, all the hospitals, they start up, general hospitals now, they started doing their bits. So now these are the things we can do, that the government can do in different parastatals and different departments. That's why I say more supervisors should checkmate what their officials are doing.
Not just sit in the office and collect
Exactly.
salary at the end of the
Yes,
month.
and you say you're going on the road, you are doing this, you are doing that, road safety, you are catching this. They need to be accountability. That is why everybody should do their job.
But to me, I think the government, they don't even care about all this.
When they just assign a contract, they believe that you will do it well, and they say, okay, you repair this road, do this. I've assigned people, and you don't go to check it.
And okay, we've seen it that the government don't care about us, and now some certain individuals, have taken it upon themselves to do what is right, and some people are still against them. That is where our man, our social media personality, influencer rather, is going to come on.
Yeah.
That's Vincent. Yes, VDM. That is where it's going to come on. Recently, he did road breakers at Auchi. Yes, he did.
he
I
and
think
Pastor Suleiman.
about 9. He did it there, and some people are still against him. Are still saying, why did he go there to do such without getting approval from the government? Do you think it is the right thing to say, considering everything that is happening now?
Well, because of what has happened, I will take it personally. I'll take it like this is good. I wouldn't say it's the right thing or it's the wrong thing, because they'll say it's federal road.
Yeah.
Yes, allow government to do their thing. But because of what is happening, it's the right thing. To me, it's good.
So what would you say? No, let's even take a break from there.
Okay.
VDM as a person, what do you think of his activism?
Well, nobody is an embodiment of knowledge, and you cannot get it all right. There are some places that he has fault. There are some places that he's right. He's a human being after all. So, but for this one, which is the topic on ground,
Yeah.
I believe that he's trying his best to fight for that person, because no one can fight for those people. Okay, Fina's sister is there. From even when I was listening to one of his videos, I heard that there's a person, a girl that the Dangote truck hit, and she has been in the hospital for 11,
For 11
months.
months, yes.
Who is now fighting for that one? And the mother has spent up to like 4 point something million naira. If they tell the woman to bring the money at once, she won't be able to bring it.
Yeah.
How the girl is still in the hospital bedridden? So I think VDM is trying his best, and to this one, he's doing what he needs to do. I remember when I was in the university, because I went to one of these universities in the east, and one of these buses flying through Lagos or wherever they are coming from to Akwa Ibom, they fly through our road, the front of the school, and they always hit our students. Like every year, we account for at least 2 deaths.
Wow.
Yes. So we had to, one day they hit one, and then I was still in school. They stopped the bus, they waylaid the bus, stopped the bus, burnt the bus down. Yes,
All of the driver.
we see that we burnt the bus down. No, they were out now. When they burnt the bus down, then those people, the company, what they did, they brought soldiers. And we had to revolt, because it's our school.
Yeah.
We had to
Wait,
revolt.
sorry
Then
to cut you.
applied-
They brought soldiers to do what?
I don't know.
To attack you guys
I
or
don't
what?
know. That's the way. They feel maybe that's what they can do, because maybe the boss is millions of nairas and the rest. But what of the life of the people that are dead? So, but what we did, we had to create speed bombs in front of our school gates.
Yeah. To
And
limit his speed.
Yes, nobody said anything. The government did not come for us like the federal road or anything. That's so relating it to what VDM has done, I can say is the right thing. It's the right thing.
Because
That
the government
speed
don't
breaker-
even
because that
care
speed
about-
breaker, I think it's close to the school out
To
here,
the
right?
school, yes,
So
yes.
there should be speed breakers to slow down the movement of buses or trucks. We don't where you have conglomerate of houses and people there. You don't need to run speed. Yes,
I
even if
think
it's a federal road.
the problem here is the government, they don't value our lives.
I don't think it's about valuing our lives. I think it's the planning.
Planning
Yes.
in what sense?
Planning, okay, like you wouldn't see such thing happening in Abuja. because they will tell you when El-Rufai was the what they call the minister of
Like
Abuja.
FCT
Yes,
minister.
there is this plan of Abuja map. So I
Okay.
guess that I believe that there should be a planning, there should be map of how that place is supposed to be. Yes, the road supposed to be, the network of the road supposed to be done whereby it will take care of people who are crossing, people who are living around that area and the
Yeah.
rest. Yes.
Yeah.
So from the onset, the government is supposed to have done speed breakers because they are the one that approved that school to be there.
Yeah.
You know, they approved that school to be
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
be it the federal level or the state,
State
level.
level.
So they're supposed to make measures that will contain such things happening. So everybody shares quota of this blame. Yes.
Both the government and
Exactly, because
But-
the plan of the roads there,
Yeah.
they're supposed to create such.
Sure.
That's my own opinion.
Sure. But I want to say something in regards to what Doyin
Okay.
talked about now.
Okay.
VDM, right? As a person, wonderful person. I love his activism, right? But on this particular issue of you stopping Dangote's trucks, I feel is wrong.
Emmanuel,
Yes, I feel he is wrong.
you just made me laugh. You feel he's
I
wrong.
feel he is wrong. Should I tell you why?
Okay.
Now let's see it in this way.
wait.
You went with
Sorry.
youth. Yes.
Wait. I feel like VDM, stopping the trucks on the road is wrong.
It's wrong, yes.
What if it's the road official that stopped the truck?
No, that is the person's duty.
Okay.
We know how the NSAS issue played out, right? Where people were trying to do the right thing, like the youth complaining about the SARS officials and the likes. Now, we are talking about the Dangote truck drivers and other truck drivers, you get. But now, he is more specific about Dangote truck drivers. Meanwhile, we have other truck drivers that are also killing people. Let's note that. Now, my point where I am driving at is, if you are the one stopping VDM now with other youths are stopping these truck drivers. Now, what if something comes up like a big fight?
A big fight in
You are going to have hoodlums that are going to take over that system, and some might even use it in a negative way.
But if you follow up on this thing, if you watch videos, you would
Yeah.
see that he's not alone. He has securities with him. I don't know if you saw any video online.
But those securities,
He has
are they
security-
policemen?
Not policemen, but at least they are fit, because if they are not fit, they will not be there with him. You know the kind of person this
But you know,
VDM we're talking about
the way,
is.
you know the way our country is.
Okay.
See, let's also be very sensitive about things like this, because we also have politicians who doesn't like this guy.
This is
Now, if you are taking your activism to do something like this and you have enemies, they are going to plan a way whereby that thing is going to become bad.
But in this kind of situation,
Yes.
do you know keeping quiet and not taking action is not going to solve anything?
I'm not against
Sorry,
I'm
Mr.
not against
Wait.
keeping quiet.
Mr. Chinanzo, please. What do you say to what my colleague just said? Because
Well-
as it is, I think he's against the activities of VDM.
Well, it's his own opinion.
Okay.
He's entitled to it.
Yes.
But VDM stopping only Dangote trucks.
Yes.
He has a reason for doing that.
Okay.
And he stated his reason that he's doing that only Dangote trucks so that he will call his truck drivers to order,
To other.
like make sure that they have their license. He's doing it so that they will take care of the people who are in the hospital.
Okay.
Those were the motives he used. in
So
stopping
what
them.
about other trucks, like other trucks
You
and trucks drivers that have actually hit and run?
hit and run? In what sense? Hit and run. Hit and run is normal. That's what happens. But this one now, Dangote truck drivers, they were there. They held them. They saw them and they held them.
Okay.
Like also within the story, we heard of Boa Cement,
Yes.
who though he didn't hit and run, he like jammed one guy's vehicle, like smashed his vehicle like that. But they were there, you know. But now those drivers, now do we have records of them being underage? We don't have records of them being underage. We don't have records of them being high. We don't know. But with this one, with the one that we saw,
The
with this
Dangote
sample,
one.
yes, he needs to call them in order.
Yes.
And if you see that we have more of Dangote truck drivers, or
Okay.
more of
On the-
Dangote trucks on the road,
yes.
more of Dangote trucks
Yeah,
on the road.
sure.
You know, because it's
So
a big guy.
I feel like one needs to be used as a scapegoat for others to learn.
Certainly.
Because if
But-
they say
but
that
I
they are
still
doing
have-
this,
but
to-
I still have a problem.
You talked about NSAS.
Yes.
Is it only the SARS then that were molesting people? On
No,
the road?
no, no.
But their own was more.
Yes. Yes.
So until they had to push the youth, we had to push until they scrap that movement.
Because
and,
why I'm
they
saying
punish
this
them.
is I would have been more comfortable if he has involved the police, involved
the people-
FRS, VIO, like there you can hold them accountable. Like
no,
now,
these
okay,
people-
this is what you're supposed to do. You are
Involve
not
the
doing
police
it.
now. The
Now-
truck- the truck is already in
they
the
are not
police
even
station.
reliable. These people you are relying
truck
on
is
to
on the
carry
police
out
station.
Yes.
this. They are not doing their jobs properly. Because if that's
But now
the
you
case,
can hold them accountable. Now
Oh.
you left them. Now you are doing their job for them.
because they are not
doesn't
doing
make
it.
sense.
If the government is not going to stand up for its citizens,
Yes.
we should stand up for ourselves. So why wait for somebody when we can obviously do something to make it at least right? Because
Okay, let's do it this way. Sorry to cut you short. Let's do it this way that he involves the police, they take it to court. What do you think will happen?
another angle,
Another long process.
another angle.
They'll keep on adjourning
judicial
and
system.
adjourning and
Even
adjourning
this-
and
even
adjourning
VDM,
until maybe the
even-
girl dies.
Even VDM, in most of his videos, is always emphasizing on the fact that he cannot take Dangote to the courts.
Yes.
He's always saying it that he
But
can't.
wait,
he just wants him to do the right thing.
Why is he hammering on Dangote? Why not hammer on Dangote groups of company? Like this company is owned not just by Dangote. We have other stakeholders. So if you are mentioning Dangote, we know that he's the number one. You get. But now I don't think when we have a person and a company, we should always call out the company, not just the person. Because I'm sure, like our guest said, he has employed people to do the job. Now, if we are not calling out these people and we are just mentioning Dangote, Dangote has a lot of things to attend to. So do we feel like he will just leave what he's doing and focus on this particular issue?
It's the same thing we are saying now. We said, okay, I stated that he has people or
Yes.
management. So if he say Dangote Cement can say, okay, Lagbaja, I employed you to take charge of Dangote Cement.
Yes.
Go and handle it. You know, you see that it's now one-sided, but it's now calling the head Dangote himself so that he should see to his operations. So I don't blame him for doing that. That's one angle.
If he's calling Dangote out, he wants him to make things right. If you own a company, for instance, Emmanuel, are you going to say probably quarterly or yearly, you're not going to see all the operations of your company? You're not going to sit down and go through everything.
Sure, you are going to get feedbacks, you get reports on your decks, like so many documents running through your office.
So definitely, Dangote is not oblivious to everything that is happening. To me, it's aware. It's aware. It's
Like,
not
he
just
knows
taking right.
everything.
He knows. It's not probably not
But
everything.
okay, now
but
let's
at least
let's
some.
look at it this way now.
Okay.
If Fina isn't like a celebrity or a superstar that people know, like she has the followers you get, and VDM taking up the issue, do we think that it would have been better or worse? Like I don't even know the way to put it now, because I feel like people are also now taking advantage because a celebrity has started that movement. Now look at the issue of the girl that spent 11 months. We have other people there too. Like, who is calling out Dangote to that same issue? Now, they didn't call him out before Fina's sister's case. So let's imagine that this incident didn't happen to Fina's sister. What would have happened?
No,
Everything would just die down.
Let me stop you there. He has
Okay.
been called out severally, but nothing has been done.
Done.
Maybe it's because of how VDM is as an activist or so. Okay, I saw an update of Nos Mirage.
Yes.
Good. There's one lady who came to Nos Mirage show to maybe what they do there.
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
So she stated there that Dangote truck hit her. And that's why her leg has been like that.
Wow.
And it has been for many years. I think it's 2022 or so.
Wow.
A long
That's
time.
like 3 years ago.
No, either 2022 or 2002. Something
Okay, the
like
video.
Okay.
Yes. No, she said
What
that it
happened?
happened
The
to her.
incidents that
Oh.
happened.
According to the story, he said that it happened to her 7 years ago. So she has been coping with it.
Like,
So who has called
Who
her
would have
Dangote? People have been calling her Dangote. Let me bust your brain. Seun Kuti.
Yeah.
He has been singing. In fact, I can say that he's the winch, the bed bug under Dangote. He has been
he has
calling
been talking
Dangote
about
out.
it.
Go and research. You have been calling Dangote out, but nobody is saying anything. They are just saying maybe he's looking for money or anything. People have been calling Dangote out.
And
You know?
even they even at some point they even pretend to to sympathize with the victims of this thing, because this girl that has been in the hospital for 11 months.
Yeah.
I read an update that says they went there to take a picture and promised that they will come back for her, but nothing was done. You get? So if people don't start talking, that is why we always speak out. You don't know who might come to your aid.
Yeah,
You don't
sure.
know who might come to your rescue. Just speak out, and you see how things. If Ina had kept it to herself, do you think all this would be unfolding? No. Nobody would have known.
The thing there is that we thank God for social media,
Yeah.
information age. If it was before those days,
To just die down.
It will die down. You go to court, they will be adjourning.
And like VDM said,
You get-
you can't win Dangote in court.
Who you want win?
But are we
You
now
get money.
saying that Dangote is bigger than the government?
No, not that angle. Nobody is going that angle that is bigger than the government. The government is not the one suing him. You get. So
But the citizens' lives are the responsibility of the government. Why are the government not taking it charge, taking charge of the cases?
That
Is
is
it because it's
why. That
Dangote?
is why I initially said that
Yeah.
everybody has portion of the blame.
Okay.
And this one is to the government. I don't know why in Nigeria here we don't take lives very serious and important. In the US they take lives serious. We don't take life serious. That's why you see so many killings, so many atrocities about life, and someone just die. It will just be swept under the carpet. We need to start taking life very serious in this country.
You see, one thing is I would not speak ill about his activism, about VDM's activism. To me, what some of the things, in fact most of the things it talks about are good. You get, they are always at the interest of somebody, although some people are blind to it. They feel like it just wants to make the news because he has said it himself that is the media.
I'm the media.
So he just wants to make the news.
Yeah.
And talking about activism and the likes, we are going to move to this South African issue, the issue that has been on in South Africa, the Operation Dudula. What do you think of this? What do you think of this operation in general?
Well, I really wish I wouldn't talk about this Dudula thing or South Africa thing, because if I say it now, it will be like I'm biased.
Sir,
But
you're free
what
to
I
share.
know, I
Yeah.
know is that I take them as maybe lazy.
You take
I
who as lazy?
The
South Africans.
Yes, I take
South
them as
Africans, can you
lazy.
hear that?
Lazy,
They
but
talk about it.
lazy in
In
what
what
aspect?
aspect?
Okay, now what brings about advancement is when immigrants come or people come to your community and expose your community. Yes, you will not rule out theft and all these bad things. You will not rule them out. But okay, can we here, if we are here, nobody moves out, nobody comes in, we will not develop, we will not grow.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
if
like
someone-
South Africans feel like they are developed already. They feel like they don't need assistance from any other community or country, and that's why they are acting this way.
It's not possible. No. They all need assistance. Everybody needs assistance.
Of course,
Yes.
I also agree
okay,
with
they are
that.
saying that they should push out or pursue Nigerians, Zimbabwe, different Ugandans. They should go back to their countries. Okay, what are they doing? What are they doing to generate income by themselves? And you see that it's mostly the black South Africans. Yes, the white South Africans are not even saying anything.
To me,
But don't we think the black South Africans have been sidelined in their country? We talk like Nelson Mandela fought apartheid, and it is still happening till now in some sense. So don't we feel like the black South Africans are feeling bad that they are not being heard, they are not being seen?
Well, that's why I say I would take it like either laziness and what again? Maybe low self-esteem and inferiority complex. If you see someone, you see like a Nigerian. Okay, there's this news we heard that Nigerians come take all their women. Why should I be complaining that you are taking my women?
Or maybe this is
Why
an
you,
undertone.
why you know
Maybe
nice
this
job?
is an undertone.
You
South
get-
Africans, I
why-
feel like our men are doing so well.
If you ask me, I feel like this operation Dudula
Yeah.
is like a xenophobic movement. If you ask me, because to me, I feel like the enemy of a black man is just
The
a
black
fel-
man
is-
himself.
is yes, you're right. It's the black man. Because tell me why? Do you know the lady in charge of this operation? The Zandil lady.
Yes.
The lady in charge of initially, I don't know. Please, do you know the motive of the operation? Let's start with that. The operation, why it started initially.
Well, it's something. It's still the same thing we're talking about. This xenophobic thing, but they just want maybe it has undergone a rebranding. Yes, it has undergone a
Rebranding.
Yes, that's
I
the
like
thing
that
now.
word.
Exactly, it has undergone a rebranding, so
Yeah.
they're using it to like push a honest movement, whereas we know it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing.
Imagine
You know?
you saying you're against illegal foreigners, because when I read, I saw everything. That was the motive of the movement, illegal foreigners. Because well, it's right, when you don't have the right to go into a country illegally, you have to go
Yes.
through the right process.
Yes.
But diverted, this fight to all
Both the legal and
both
the illegal.
legal and
That's why I say it's just
illegal.
rebranding, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. They are just rebranding. Okay, let's rebrand it. Maybe our voices can be heard. The government can understand what we are saying, and the rest. But it's still the same thing. And their government is not saying anything because they know that you need immigrants. You
Yeah.
need people. You can't do the work alone. The only thing they can do is just to make coming to their country quite high and expensive, so that whoever is coming will come and do legit work. Whereas people are doing legit work there.
Yeah.
People are doing legit work.
They are not just making
But-
us see. They are making us see what they want us to see.
But they
Exactly.
feel like the foreigners, they are targeting more of Zimbabweans and Nigerians.
Exactly.
So because based on comments, I read so many comments, because sometimes it's not just the posts or the videos. Go to the
the
comments, you see
comments.
people expressing themselves. So I read most of the comments, and what they are saying is majority of these foreigners are coming there to perpetrate one crime or the other. So don't we think they are right?
Okay, crime. That's why I say you will not rule out the crimes, the stealings, the killings. You will not rule them out. But if you look at it, how many people have been caught, say they are foreigners perpetrating these crimes? That's one thing you look at. How many people have been caught? Though you will say that yes, it's not everything that gets to the news.
Yeah.
Agreed. But if you look at it now, if you're talking about maybe Yahoo boys are everywhere. All Yahoo boys are not only Nigerians.
But
Yeah.
they make it look like it's only
You
Nigerians.
get- those are the things. So now I'm talking about selling of drugs and all these Indian hens and all these things.
Yeah.
It's not only Nigerians. They are
Even South
everywhere.
Africans too are running the
Everybody is
business.
in every business, every country.
Yeah.
They have this cartel men and the rest. You know, all this mafia is mafia Nigerian name. So those are
You
the
see,
things.
if you
So
okay.
those are the things we talk about. The stealing, the killings, it's still them. It's still, I don't know, but I'll say it's not only. Okay, let's talking about the legal immigrants. They are doing great normal works. So now, why would I say that this
Dudula.
thing,
Dudula,
Dudula thing is affecting the legal immigrants, and they are doing their major work, and because of this movement,
Yeah.
I'm now painting to them that they are doing bad work.
Bad word.
So
If you ask me, I think the lady in charge of this movement is just a clown. She's just a
The
clown.
Zindile
Yes,
lady.
she's a clown because
the South Africans will come for you
let me-
doing.
no, this is just the truth. She's a clown because she's South African, but she got married. She has children for a Zimbabwe man.
Oh,
So
wow.
what are you saying? Why are you chasing?
I think some South Africans don't know this.
Well, I'm telling you now because according
just
to
like in UK, the prime minister she's not British.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's from an immigrant history.
yeah.
No, but she's making laws that are tough.
For
immigrants.
Yeah.
So
So the
is
same
she
thing.
even going to say when the time comes, as our children don't have a place in South Africa?
I know
Why is she not
they have
putting this
dual
into?
citizenship.
Why is
now.
she not putting
They have
it
dual
into
citizenship.
consideration? At least they are still foreigners because, in fact, she's the woman, and I think as a child you have, most thing attached to you comes from the father side, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. So is she saying when the time comes, these children they don't have a place in our own country? That is South Africa, where she comes from. That is why tagged our movement to, to be very, very, very funny.
Very
And it's
funny.
not even making sense, if you ask me.
Like based on what you said, I think the background story is somebody started a movement, then because she has the influence, she hijacked it.
yeah.
The person
Then
left.
I think the person started it as movement against illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
You get
Immigrants, yes.
now you
Which is
took
like a genuine type of
very
movement.
very genuine, very very genuine. Though you can't even know how many people are legal or illegal. That's for the government officials. You as citizens can't go out there and start pointing out this one is legal or this one is illegal. So now she took up the process, or how will I put it now, the fight.
Yes.
She took up the fight. Now I watched a video where she was now saying that foreigners, so she's now even including legal foreigners that they don't have a say in their country when they are going to make laws, whereas you have foreigners who have now become citizens. So what are the South Africans going to say about that? Like, okay, you have people who have now become citizens. They were once foreigners, but they've spent years. They've acquired the citizenship through maybe by by staying there for a long period of time. Some have even invested in the country. Now you are saying they don't have a voice. So it doesn't make sense to me at all. That is in regards to that lady. Now what she said in that video. That the foreigners don't have a say in their country. I feel like foreigners have a say if they are doing the right thing and they are investing to the growth and development of your country.
Exactly.
Mr. Chinonso, do you think the movement is like a selfish one? Do you think it's selfish? Because I see it like she's trying to, get into power and probably the parliament and all. Don't you also think that way?
Well, if it is selfish, good for her. But I think it's like wasting our time. So I'll term it a useless movement.
Wasting our time?
Yes, she's wasting our time. Because as she's engaging the government, engaging people, giving us news that is disturbing us, and that thing is somehow. Looking at it, for me, looking at the story and saying that you are attacking illegal illegal immigrants and legal immigrants, you're just wasting our time.
I even want to ask, why is the hate on Nigeria so intense?
That's why I said they are lazy.
Why is the hate on Nigerians so intense? I mean,
everywhere.
From Ghana to South Africa, to other, and we call ourselves Africans. We are one. So why is this hate so intense?
We are hardworking. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. We do anything to survive and take care of our family.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to the UK now, go and work any kind of work I can work to make sure my family are okay.
Yeah.
Even for myself. So Nigerians are like that. They are hardworking. They have this push drive, and the rest. Okay, see South Africa and Nigeria female man.
Oh please.
We are always dealing with them.
We're always dealing with them. They dealt with us before, but we push.
Our comeback was massive.
Exactly, we push. We don't relent. We have this resilience.
So you think that's why they're always against us?
That's why it tend me to be maybe inferiority complex or low self-esteem. Many of them are not working. They just feel, okay, Nigerians have come. You are taking our wives. You are taking our women. You are taking our jobs. Why should I even complain about that? It's not bringing revenue to the government. If you are taxing me so high as an immigrant, and you're using to develop your area, and it's beneficial to all of us. So why should staying there
be a problem?
So they should throw the blames to their government, not the foreigners.
Let's imagine Nigerians. Let me speak for our country. Nigerians leave.
Yeah.
Will they develop themselves?
So exactly.
No man is an island now.
Yeah.
You can't develop yourself. So that's the thing.
But the South Africans will disagree. They will tell you that they are also hardworking.
They're also hardworking.
Hardworking. We have guys that are staying there. And I have friends that are staying there.
Emmanuel, as a Nigerian, can you agree to that fact?
I'm a proud Nigerian.
Anytime.
The Ghanaians came for us. They felt like they felt like we are just too high of Nigeria in praises. Meanwhile, they feel like Nigerians are always perpetrating one crime or the other in different countries. But me, I will still say it that we have more people who are doing so well for themselves in different parts of the world as Nigerians. They are doing so well. So I don't know why the South Africans, I think it is the beef, football, entertainment that they are always bringing to real life situations. And I don't feel that it should be that way. I don't feel that way at all.
That's like the Asians, Japanese, China, you will not hear them saying, we are pushing you, go to your country. If you commit crime, Either they kill you or they
Or
jail
they-
you for life.
Mm.
You will not hear. They don't have that time. They are hardworking. They are hardworking.
No, there's nothing wrong with cohabitation. There's nothing
Exactly,
wrong. Why
exactly.
can't also I said, why can't I go to South Africa? Why can't I go there? And if come to think of it rather, a lot of us Nigeria, we prefer going to South Africa to chill.
Yeah.
You see people going to Cape Town, you see them going there to relax.
Yeah, Johannesburg and
you
the
get
likes.
so
Tourism to them,
and
it's
they're
money
the
to
one
them.
getting the money.
You get.
The money is going into their pocket. So why are they against foreigners? I don't know. I don't know if
They should take a chill
the government,
pill,
South Africans, did you hear
no,
that?
their government needs to has a lot of work to do concerning this. To be
Yeah.
honest, they just have a lot of work to do.
The bilateral relationship between these two countries now is going to become intense. I feel so because they need us. I think South Africans, they need us. We are
Everyone
like big
say it
brothers.
with
They don't want
confidence
to
now.
agree.
Enough.
They
Our
need
government
us.
and our government, they do business.
Mm.
They do business. Just the people that are just
So
ranting.
Yeah.
the government over there should call their citizens to order. They should call at least there's still somebody that is in the power. You get
No, their
somebody-
government is actually calling them to order because I saw a post where one of their ministers, I think the security minister, said they are going to protect the foreigners.
Nas.
You get, but the citizens are saying no, that the governments are like, why would the government be protecting
Say
the foreigners
foreigners.
than the citizens themselves? So
but
I don't.
this international relations is no joke.
It's not
Are
joke,
they
oh.
saying South Africans in other countries should also leave and come back? Or don't they think they have
That's what they
ambassadors,
said.
Okay, thank
ambassadors in other
It's
countries?
not done like that.
That's
now.
what they said.
It's
No,
okay,
please.
come back and do what?
Please, sir.
I go out to get exposure.
Yeah.
I go out to get knowledge because no one is an embodiment of knowledge.
Yeah.
So if I get that knowledge and come back and use that knowledge to the betterment of my people, so why you not saying that I should come back to my home? Whereas, okay, in Nigeria now, our educational system is not rated high
Yeah.
outside. So people go out
To
to get this
degrees
education,
and-
degrees and the rest. Okay, if I'm not getting good education or is not rated in Nigeria, so why should I be here when I have the means to go out?
to
Yeah.
go out.
So
Mhm.
looking painting it in that South African history and story, South Africans should come back. Okay, I be South Africa, I get my money, I go outside to go get exposure, knowledge, development and growth and taking care of my family. So I should come back
Mm.
and I'm not getting it at home
Mm.
and I'm okay there.
Yeah.
Come back to do what? Will you
Abi?
give me the money?
Come back to
Because
do what?
it's-
That's how.
If you check the comment
Yes.
section, that's what they are saying. Like, if a Nigerian just raise a point, to tell you go back to your country. Okay, now
right?
let's be like everybody go back to your
Wait, do
country.
they
South
think-
Africans to your
We
country.
are just
Nigerians
going
to your
out to
country.
get to get exposed. Do they think there's no life in Nigeria?
Okay.
Because that's what they are feeling like.
They
They
said
think-
you guys don't have light.
Do you know?
oh.
Do you know that?
No,
I'm
not
saying
life,
that
not
you
even
don't have
life. I
anything.
mean
We are
life.
still- we are
I
still-
mean, we are
are still
enjoying. There's
doing things.
enjoyment in Nigeria.
Ah, they
There's
said you guys are suffering.
there's doings in Nigeria. They should come and see because
When I said that South Africans are lazy, I'm not saying South Africans in general. I'm saying South Africans, those ones there
That are complaining.
that are complaining. If you look at South Africans outside, UK, US, other countries, Europe, they are doing well. They are known for reputable things.
Mm.
Even South Africans in Nigeria, sef, they are holding positions of big companies.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
They are holding positions of big companies. So they should just cool down.
Shout
and
out
do
to
what they say.
Trevor Noah. Shout out to Vusi because I know these two people very well. I follow them and they are
Well,
South Africans.
South Africans should just they should just let their government do the right thing. They should not take all this protest and everything. Imagine you saying your fellow human should not be allowed into hospitals to take medical care. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Because they are foreigners. Does it make sense? And they feel like they are still
So
fighting for the
you
right
prefer that person should
for
die.
to die exactly.
Oh, no.
And a doctor, a South African doctor even came out that they are just causing more harm to themselves. Because
Exactly.
if you are saying a foreigner should not get treated, do you know how many foreigners live around you? So there's no how. It's either you get transmitted, with this illness or disease
Yeah.
or whatever. You're creating more harms to yourself, to your children, to your family. So I feel like they should just think right, think straight, and things can be done moderately. Not coming out chasing foreigners out of your country because you stay alone.
They should calm down.
They should calm down, right?
They should
Please
calm down,
say it
yes.
louder
Hey,
so they
please,
can.
South Africans, just play "Calm Down" by
Calm
Rema.
They should calm down.
You can add the remix
Our
to it.
Nigerian Rema, right?
Yeah.
Brothers, all African brothers. So any person that commits a crime, call the person to book,
Yes.
arrest the person, do whatever the law states there.
Yeah.
Because the person that is coming to your house supposed to abide by the laws and rules of your house, right?
Yeah.
So they should call anybody to book, arrest the person. But any person that is doing legit, taking care of his family, taking care of himself, giving money to your government, they should appreciate that
They should
person and leave that person to be
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
You know, we have
Oh.
gone past when colonial era and
Yeah.
you know, so
Yeah,
we should
big
leave
one.
that part.
So thank you everyone, thank you our viewers for sticking around. You know, we started the conversation with the Dangote, you know, atrocities, the killings done by the truck drivers. Then we moved to the VDM issue, you know, these activities on social media concerning Dangote truck drivers. And then we rounded it up with our South Africans, you know, brothers and sisters, you know, the way they've been against all foreigners in their country. Is this movement Operation Dudula? Is it right? You know, is it the right thing to do? Because, you know, come to think of it, in this present age, why you're still against foreigners leaving your country? You know, when everybody is striving for development.
A lot.
You know,
A lot.
with a country, you know, when you're chasing a citizen out of a country, do you think their country would want to go to come to your country rather than invest? No, it's not possible. And to think that Nigerians will like investing everywhere.
Yeah.
We are
Exactly.
great. We are great investors. Call us investors.
Yes.
Sabino's
So,
one.
you know, we've talked about these issues. You can let us know what you think of them in the comment section. Let us know what you think about the truck drivers. If you have any experience of sorts with them, let us know. If you're in support of VDMs, you know, activities on social media, let us know as well. If you're against this, because definitely nobody can be perfect. There are some people out there that are still against whatever he does, whatever he says. Let us know what you think of this man. And also, South Africans, let us know your opinions. You know, there might be other motives that we don't know.
Yeah.
There might be other things that we are not seeing. You can come and let us know in our comment section. You find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at LYTE Africa TV. And you can also follow up on our previous episodes, you know, like, comment, and share to your loved ones. And I promise you're going to have a great time watching. So thank you. I remain your host for the show, Doyinke Posh. And on today's show with me was Extraordinary Emmanuel
you, Doyin.
and Mr. Chinamso
Yeah.
Tobechi. Thank you so
You're welcome,
much.
sir.
Thank you for
Pleasure.
your, you know, for the smooth delivery. We really appreciate you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so
coming.
much.
Thank you.
So we'll catch you and I'll see you on our next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.